Welcome to the Madison Motor Podcast. Today is Tuesday, September 5th, 2023. Today we're going to recap yesterday's lone college football game, and we will recap yesterday's baseball, FIBA, WNBA. I have a future for the portfolio, my NFL punter rankings, news and notes, and best bet. We will start with college football. We had one game last night, and the result was a stunner as Duke upsets number 9 Clemson 28-7. That's obviously a big result for week one. Probably the most, not the most surprising. You could probably say TCU losing to Colorado is more surprising. But this is a surprise too. Nevertheless, Duke's 1-0. Clemson is 0-1. Riley Leonard 17-33, 175 yards and 8 for 98 and a touchdown on the ground. And then Cade Klubnik, 27-43, 209 yards, a touchdown, the pick. He was terrible. And Will Shipley, 17-114 on the ground. And week 2 gets underway on Thursday, so we'll get to all the picks and whatnot on the Thursday podcast. All right, now we'll do Major League Baseball. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today. Royals over the White Sox 12-1. Cubs over the Giants 5-0. Astros over the Rangers 13-6. Jays over the A's 6-5-10. Red Sox over the Rays 7-3. D-backs over the Rockies 4-2. Reds over the Mariners 6-3. Twins over the Guardians 20-6. Pirates over the Brewers 4-2. Padres lose at home to the Phillies 9-7. And the O's over the Angels 6-3. All right, tonight's games, 6 o'clock, you have the Twins at the Guardians, Sonny Gray and Tanner Bibay. I would expect the total in this game to be really low. Just trying to get to the odds. Twins -116, Guardians -102, over under 8, -10 each way. Twins -1.5 is +150. Guardians +1.5 is -182. I like the under. Obviously, this game's huge. If the Guardians have any shot to win the division, they got to win this series. They're 6th back in the loss column. 6:30, Brewers Pirates. Brendan Woodruff and Andre Jackson. The Brewers need to win these games. Cubs are coming. Brewers -172. Pirates +144. Over under 8.5. Overs -115. Unders -105. Brewers -1.5 is -104. Pittsburgh +1.5 is -115. I know Pittsburgh's been better than expected this year. But a lot of pressure on the Brewers. I like the under. Next, Red Sox Rays, Cutter Crawford and Zach Eflin. Rays -166, Red Sox +140, over under 8, overs -112, unders -108. Boston +1.5 is -154, Rays -1.5 is +128. The Red Sox are playing well. I'm going to take them to win outright, +140. Dodgers Marlins, Clayton Kershaw and Jesus Luzardo. Dodgers -158, Marlins +134, over under 7.5, -110 each way. Dodgers -1.5 is +114, Marlins +1.5 is -137. I like full game under. Mariners Reds, the Luis Castillo Bowl. How about this? Bryce Miller against Connor Phillips, and both these teams might be headed to the playoffs. We know one of them is. Mariners -162, Reds +136, over under 10.5, overs -105, unders -115. Seattle -1.5 is -102, Reds +1.5 is -118. I like the under. That's way too high. I understand Phillips is making his debut, but that's high. 7 o'clock, Tigers, Yankees from the Bronx. Alex Fado and Garrett Cole. Yanks minus 255, Tigers plus 210, over under 8, overs minus 114, unders minus 106. Tigers plus 1.5 is minus 104, Yankees minus 1.5 is minus 115. I am going to go. This is a hard one. I'm going to lay the 1.5 with the Yankees on the run line at minus 115. I can't believe I'm doing this pick, but the Yankees, with the kids, I'm playing a little better. Next, Mets, Nats, Jose Quintana and Patrick Corbin. Mets minus 148, Nats plus 126, over under 9, overs minus 120, unders minus 102. Mets minus 1.5 is plus 112, Nats plus 1.5 is minus 134, like the under. $720, Cardinals, Braves, Miles Mikolas and TBD. No betting stuff. Braves front lines in consideration. 7:30, White Sox, Royals, Dylan Cease and Brady Singer. Royals minus 116, White Sox minus 102, over under 9.5, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. White Sox minus 1.5 is plus 164, Royals plus 1.5 is minus 200. Royals favorite on the money line, White Sox favorite on the run line. I'm going to take Chicago at minus 102. TBS, Giants, Cubs from Wrigley. Ryan Walker and Kyle Hendricks. Cubs minus 144, Giants plus 122, over under 11, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Giants plus 1.5 is minus 156, Cubs minus 1.5 is plus 3. I love the under. I don't understand why it's that high. Kyle Hendricks is here raising the 3.59. And Walker's been pretty good this year. So why is it that? 8 o'clock, Astros, Rangers. Framber Valdez and Nate Eovaldi. Eovaldi back from the injured list after missing some time. Astros favor minus 128, Rangers plus 102, over under 8.5, overs minus 122, unders even money. Astros minus 1.5 is plus 138, Rangers plus 1.5 is minus 166, so they bounced back yesterday after getting swept by the Yankees. That sweep was terrible for Houston. Like, you get swept by a Yankees team that really tanked its way, or not tanked, but like played its way out of contention. I like the under this one though. 9:30, O's, Angels. Dean Kremer and Reed Detmers. O's minus 152, Angels plus 128, over under 9, overs minus 28, unders minus 112. O's minus 1.5 is plus 114, Angels plus 1.5 is minus 137. I do like the over in this game, actually. Rockies, D-backs, Kyle Freeland and Brendan F-Bat. D-backs minus 130, Rockies plus 168, over under 9, overs minus 105, unders minus 115. Rockies plus 1.5 is minus 118. D-backs minus 1.5 minus 102. I like the over a lot. Blue Jays, A's, Chris Bassett, Ken Waldichuk. So this is Matt Chapman back in Oakland. Jays minus 196. Oh, wait a minute. Chapman's hurt. Never mind. A's plus 164, over under 8.5. Overs minus 1, unders minus 112. Jays minus 1.5 is minus 108. A's plus 1.5 is minus 111. I like the over in this one as well. I really don't feel good about it. And last but not least, the Padres hosting the Phillies. Michael Lorenzen and Pedro Avila. Phillies minus 112, Padres minus 104, over under 9, overs minus 106, unders minus 114. Phillies minus 1.5 is plus 152. Padres plus 1.5 is minus 184. I like the under in this one too. That's high. Okay, now move on to FIBA. We will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today. Essentially, we only have one result. Serbia over Lithuania 87-68 in the quarterfinals. Serbia advances. And Lithuania is out. And then we made a pick for U.S.-Italy on yesterday's show. And then tomorrow morning at 4:45, we have Germany and Latvia in the quarterfinals. Germany's an 8.5 point favorite. Total is 169.5. I'm going to take Latvia to cover. That's a high number. And a really good one, 8:30 ESPN, Canada, Slovenia. So you have the Canadians against Luka, which would be a ton of fun. Canada's giving 8.5, totals 176.5. I'm going to take Slovenia getting the points. But this obviously would not be hedging my Luka Doncic bet. But if I took Canada minus the points, I'd be hedging Luka. But Slovenia got their butts kicked by Germany the other day, which is concerning. And Canada did lose to Brazil recently, too. But I do think this will be a good game. Very interesting. So I'm going to take Slovenia getting the points as a Luka Doncic bet to cover. But I'm probably going to find a hedge opportunity with Canada at some point. And now I'll move on to the WNBA. We have a couple of games tonight. 7 o'clock on Twitter, Sparks Sun. I'm sorry. Wait. That line's not posted yet, the Sparks Sun line. That's weird. The Sun are probably double-digit favorites. If it's under 10, I'll lay the points. NBA TV, Sky Fever. The Sky are giving 1.5 in Indiana. Totals 116.5. I'll take the over. That's a low total. 8 o'clock CBS Sports Network. The Liberty at the Wings. New York's giving 5.5. Totals 170.5. I'm going to lay the points. Liberty are kicking everybody's ass lately. Turning out to be the team that everyone thought they were going to be. So I'm going to lay the 5.5 with the Liberty at Dallas. And last but not least, 10 o'clock CBS Sports Network, the Mystics at the Mercury. The Mystics are giving 6.5, total 155.5. I like the over. Elena Delle Donne's back. I think it's a high-scoring game. So give me the over in that game. All right, now I'm going to move on to the portfolio. The interesting thing here is that the NFL season prediction show is done. So, the NFL future is certainly not out of the realm of possibility here. So, I am debating on who to go with here. One of these awards. The guy who won it a year ago, Brian Daboll, is 40-1 for Coach of the Year. I know we talked about some of these odds on the NFL show. But some of the fun ones are the divisions and the exact orders. And one that I really like is Dolphins, Bills, Jets, Patriots at 10-1. That was one that I bet. Or not that I bet. It's one that I picked. And I'm just going to go with one that I'm predicting. AFC North. Steelers, Bengals, Ravens, Browns. It's 20-1. I'm going to do a fifth of a unit on it. Steelers, Bengals, Ravens, Browns, exact order of the AFC North. I love the Steelers team, as you guys know. And I'm continuing to go in that direction, too. So I'm going to do the Steelers, Bengals, Ravens, Browns, exact outcome of the AFC North at 20-1 for a fifth of a unit. All right, now I'm going to do my NFL punter rankings for the season. Just a heads up that there are two teams that do not have a starting punter as of today. So apologies to the Eagles and apologies to the other team. I forget who it is. We'll figure it out as we go along. So without further ado, here we go. 30, Lou Hedley, Saints. 29, Ethan Evans, Rams. 28, Daniel Whelan, Packers. 27, Nolan Cooney, Cardinals. 26, Bryce Barringer, Patriots. 25, Brad Robbins, Bengals. 24, Jake Bailey, Dolphins. 23, Jordan Stout, Ravens. 22, Trenton Gill, Bears. 21, J.K. Scott, Chargers. 20, Bradley Pinion, Falcons. 19, Presley Harvin III, Steelers. 18, Jack Fox, Lions. 17, Riley Dixon, Broncos. 16, Sam Martin, Bills. 15, Trust Way, Commanders. 14, Thomas Morstead, Jets. 13, Rigoberto Sanchez, Colts. 12, Jamie Gillen, Giants. 11, Mitch Wisnowski, 49ers. 10, Corey Bajorquez, Browns. 9, Ryan Wright, Vikings. 8, Jake Camarda, Buccaneers. 7, Logan Cook, Jaguars. 6, Brian Anger, Cowboys. 5, Michael Dixon, Seahawks. 4, AJ Cole, Raiders. 3, Ryan Stonehouse, Titans. 2, Johnny Hecker, Patriots. And number 1, Tommy Towson of the Kansas City Chiefs. The punters is actually a decent group this year. Like, I think Towson's the best. Hecker, I think, would get more recognition if he was on a better team. Stonehouse had an awesome rookie year for the Titans. AJ Cole's pretty good. Dixon had a good rookie year 2 years ago. Brian Anger had a good year last year. Logan Cook was solid for Jacksonville. Camardo was pretty good on Tampa. And even guys in the like Jamie Gillen was good on the Giants last year, but Wisnowski has good history at the 49ers. Sanchez was hurt last year. So punter low-key isn't the worst position, or it's in a better place than it was a couple years ago. So there you have it for the 2023 NFL punter rankings. Okay, now we move on to the news and notes for today. Not a lot, but we have to start on a sour note, as Steve Harwell of Smash Mouth passed away at the age of 56. He obviously is well known for being the voice behind the song All-Star. Hey now, you're an all-star, get your game on, don't play. Which obviously was on the Shrek soundtrack. And I'm a Believer is the other one. Walking on the Sun was another Smash Mouth songs, but really sad news. It was reported before he passed away that he only had days to live. So thoughts and prayers go out to everybody in the music industry, the band Smash Mouth, Harwell's family. Just really sad news coming down yesterday afternoon. So obviously yesterday the big story was that Duke upset Clemson. There's a sea of blue that flooded the field as Duke got its first win over a top 10 team in 34 years. The Vols debut alternate uniforms as their smoky gray throwbacks honor the first black quarterback to start in the SEC. The alternates look nice. Look really nice. And then and Jim Harbaugh introduced a really funny phrase yesterday. We fence. He goes, there's no offense. There's no defense. It's a we fence. I think that's silly. Deion Sanders says that Travis Hunter will be the number 1 overall pick in the 2025 draft. That's a bold statement. We'll see if he's right. Probably not. There's probably some quarterback that emerges, like Arch Manning or something like that, if he's eligible that year. The Giants restructured the Daniel Jones contract already as they create $6.3 million in cap space by converting $8.42 million of his base salary into a signing bonus. 2 baseball items. Julio Urias arrested with felony domestic violence charges on Sunday. That's awful. The Dodgers are not in good shape from a pitching standpoint going into the playoffs, and this is not the end of this story. But that's not great for Julio Urias. And Shohei Ohtani will have elbow surgery, as Shohei's agent says the procedure is inevitable without being specific if it would be a second Tommy John surgery. I genuinely think that he might get it, and it's going to cost him a lot of money in free agency. And that'll open the door for other teams to potentially get him at a lower price. So, there you have it for the news and notes. Last but not least, my best bet of the day, brought to you by FanDuel. So, best bet. I'm going to go to the same game I went to yesterday and make the same play. The number's way too high. It's the under 11 in Giants Cubs. I'm going to do a quarter unit again. Under 11 at minus 115 between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs for my best bet of the day. So, there you have it for the show. I'll be back tomorrow recapping everything, looking ahead to everything tomorrow, and make sure you look at the NFL season predictions show. Have a good one, everybody.